is Max Verstappen, but this is the incident that you can see in front. Hartley and Perez tangling, and Verstappen.
It's not like they've just fitted the wheel and sent the car out there and it's fallen off immediately on the outlap. He's done a whole lap already to get to this stage, at least. And that's very strange.
Well, let's see
and how the stewards want to apply it, given it's the first lap of the Grand Prix.
Perez locked up, and then he got tagged from behind by Marcus Ericsson, I think it was.
Watch these two Williams coming out of here, look.
Oh, Sergei Sorokin suddenly sees a Force India facing.
Ericsson was getting squeezed in from the outside for good measure.
Look at that, one Force India.
Yeah, there we go. We've come back at him there.
Sergio Perez, he's made contact and he's gone into Esteban Ocon. We get a perfect view from Fernando Alonso's cockpit.
To him. I'd be surprised if he doesn't take a bit more pain for that. Yeah, that's approximately 100%.
Checo, you passed safety car line once, twice. You don't need to follow the delta anymore.
Was disappearing, and the contact with Nico Hülkenberg. Two former teammates, and that's just one big crunch of Bottas if Mercedes want a double stack. This is what happened then to Sergio Perez. He's behind Kevin Magnussen, and there he goes, sailing, literally, to the other side of the track.
He barely tickled.
Core temperature in those tyres. Got a little bit on the curb.
No. Yeah, exactly the same spot where we saw Carlos Sainz lose it. The tyres are taking a longer time to heat up than what they think.
Front corner as well. That's a big rebuild for this.
As you said, Martin was hanging back, being cautious.
Yeah, Max was being extremely cautious, and then just suddenly, I think he got a whack.
Have a car that's compliant over the curbs.
Oh, Sergio Perez has hit the wall.
Here we go. Oh yeah,
The
a bit of
answer is
body
yes.
work there, yeah.
So Pierre Gasly.
It's a Ferrari down in turn 5, but I had to step on the brakes instead.
Ooh, dear.
That should have been a radio call, to be fair.
Oh.
I don't know what the crap, but the car came from the pit lane.
Where Verstappen is now on his back foot, comes across the track. I don't think he'll get a penalty for that.
Alpha und kein Haas, der sich da gedreht hat. Ja, Leclerc schießt Perez ab und Verstappen ist eigentlich außen.
Sein, dass Verstappen da die Auslaufzone so ein bisschen unterschätzt hat, im Sinne von, eigentlich ist da ja fast alles asphaltiert,
Ja,
aber da ist ein bisschen
schon,
Kies, ne?
der war schon langsam hier, ja.
Behind the Mercedes driver.
Did Perez and Raikkonen make contact? I think.
それで逃げ、でももう一回逆転しようと思ったんじゃないですか、これ。
ここでノリスにボッタス、そしてさらにそこがフェルスタッペン、ペレスともぶつかっていきました。
ペレスはなんか引きずってますね。
そうですね。
別の角度から、明らかにこれはボッタスが追突、さらにノリスが。
And what, just catching the sort of slipperiness of the paint with the extra water on it?
It was just the curb, wasn't it? Wet grass, obviously, just doesn't stop. I mean, Sergio wants to feel the grip because he obviously wants to make an impact, but he's just ran that. He's kind of found himself on the inside.
Az első kanyarban már Perez kívül támadta Norrist, és akkor így egymás mellett mentek a hármasig. Összeérnek? Mert hogy Norris nagyon itt van, ott van bizony.
He's a long way back. Oh, he is in there though, isn't he?
What an idiot, he's not looking at his mirrors.
And he gets tagged from behind, yes he does.
Yeah, 3 into 2 doesn't go.
Very lucky that he didn't get hit. Into the Tech Pro barrier.
Yeah, so he's locked on the way in and smartly realised he got to straighten the car up just at the last moment.
I'm out, man. Sorry.
And the problem is, when you're on full tanks of fuel at the beginning of the race, your front tyres.
Yeah, you saw it clear, no? With George.
No.
And it's so tight down there in that pit lane.
Yeah, he's not done any damage to the car,
Yeah.
and then got stuck.
But time after time, we saw him do exactly this. Locking up, going into turn 3 in that final session. He's now got it into the mud.
Minding its own business in the pit lane, but wow, that looked like way too much speed, didn't it?
Alex Albon was 2 kilometres an hour faster than he should have been.
Yeah.
That looked a bit more.
Yeah, no, I don't think Sergio ever really made that corner.
I crashed.
Oh, you said it, Martin.
That's a different incident
yeah,
altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Kevin Magnussen then.
5-second time penalty for the rejoin.
Oh!
Yeah, understood.
On the entry to the swimming pool chicane. Lance Stroll, by the way, was the Aston Martin that was trying to reverse back onto the track.
That's okay.
Oh,
He's dipped a wheel.
Wow.
He's dipped a wheel on the left-hand side and a massive impact.
Yep.
Oh, Sergio.
That's just...
Such an elementary mistake.
Oh, and you pay for it so heavily as well.
There's a lot of runoff there.
Nagyon nagy mennyiségű víz jött a tenger felől, itt a célegyenes irányából. Már elázott a pálya.
Újra sárga zászló valahol a pályán.
Igen, ki miatt van.
Perez autóját szerelték egyébként.
Hoppá, mert hogy neki csapta a boxbejárati falnak, a betonfalat jobb oldalon eltalálta.
A lot of damage to that car as well. You go sideways at high speed through the gravel. Yeah, like you said, Croft, he did just touch. There's no backing out of it, but he was just too far behind as Magnussen went for the racing line. And he's looking for a new front wing.
But now, look, 3 into 1. Oh, that was unlucky there. Nico Hulkenberg had nowhere to move, left or right.
Hulkenberg then switches, because he's got better grip.
Yeah, in the cockpit, Ocon wouldn't have known that Perez was
there. But as he now tips into the corner, yeah, he wasn't clear of the Ferrari, and he needed to give it a wider berth than that.
And Leclerc has nowhere to go because he's got Verstappen on the inside. It's not like he can avoid the Red Bull there. Great reaction time from Sergio Perez. There's nothing that Valtteri Bottas could do about it. Just a car right in his way, and that is, well, Sergio Perez.
Kane. Took a lot of curb in the rear of the car. When the rear of the... Another look at it there. Over that curve, the car lands at a funny angle, can't catch it. So yeah, so
outside, he covers the middle of the track. It was front wheel against front axle aligned with the rear axle. Whose ever fault it was, Magnussen just keeps on pushing up there. So one wheel escaped on its tethers, hopefully to stay inbound of the track. There's not a grandstand there, thankfully.
Involving the Hasses and Sergio Perez. You get the feeling Perez got tagged there by the Hasser, Kevin Magnussen.
Visibility you've got as a driver than the camera has looking down on it all. Yeah, he got into the side of him, but the stewards, I'm pretty sure, will...
to attack Piastri after the safety car ends. Let's see, it's Sainz coming in.
Having the problem. It is indeed on turn in, it's a bit wet, and bang. That's what I was talking about, unfortunately. You got...
Itt jönnek meg, ugye Perez későn vetődik be, nem volt, a csúcspontnál még Lawson ott volt egyértelműen pozícióban.
Loud and clear, we will review it right now.
First and foremost, your thoughts on that opening corner, Zach?
I think the penalty was appropriate.